Roof, who murdered 9 people in South Carolina, has apparently confessed to his crime. There are also reports that he singled out black Americans simply out of hatred. Joining us now from Milwaukee, the sheriff of that county, David Clarke. Some African Americans believe they're now in danger, Sheriff. Do you see it that way?
Well, I don't. First of all, I don't speak on behalf of all black people, and everybody processes fear and danger differently, as you know. But as a black American myself, I don't fear. I don't live in fear in the United States of the type of heinous act that happened in the church in South Carolina. May God comfort the survivors and the people in the Charleston area. Look, a person's fear and danger perception has to be based on rationalization. I face more danger and I feel more danger putting on my uniform every day and going into the American ghetto to police. And as a black victim, and I've talked to a lot of black victims of crime, they face more fear and danger at the hands of other black people in terms of victimization, in terms of crime, than they do from some anomaly and an outlier where some kook goes into a church and sprays the place up with bullets, killing people who were in prayer.
Now, earlier we used a soundbite from an analyst who said white supremacy is the problem here, and that's why the people were killed in South Carolina. In your experience, do you come across white supremacists in Milwaukee?
No, that's hyperbole and that's demagoguery, and whoever said that, they're well aware of that. That's become a cottage industry, unfortunately, when they want to keep this animosity stoked up, this division between the people. But I got over that a long time ago, Bill. I just do not view everything through the prism of race. Like I said, I don't have that fear that, you know, some may have, but I think the guy that you're talking about, that's just pure hyperbole and demagoguery.
Okay, but there are groups like the Ku Klux Klan and the American Nazi Party who do target people because of their race, and blacks are among the targets, but I think their numbers are very, very small. And as far as hate crimes are concerned, in your experience in Milwaukee, which is a diverse city, you got, you know, a lot of different kinds of people there. Do you deal with hate crimes a lot?
Not a lot. I have problems with the hate crime statute. I think any type of crime against a human being, whether it be a robbery, whether it be a sexual assault, whether it be a homicide or a shooting, you'd have to hate somebody.
No, I know, but you know what I'm talking about. The definition of the crime is solely committed, and this guy Roof is a good example, because of the color of his skin, the religion base, or something like that. Do you come across that?
No. I mean, hate is an emotion, as you know, and it's not something that we're going to be able to legislate or prosecute our way out of, but I don't experience that here in the Milwaukee area, no.
Okay. We also dealt in this program with guns, and I said quite clearly the way to solve, or at least diminish, the gun violence problem in America is to have mandatory federal sentences for people, criminals, who commit crimes with guns. Would you support that?
Oh, wholeheartedly, and I think that's where we're falling down. That's the weak link here in Milwaukee County anyway. We refuse to get tough on prohibited persons with firearms, people who have used them in the past against other human beings to intimidate, to frighten, to take property.
Sure. Now let me ask you a point-blank question.
Start there, I think we'll be a lot better off.
You have gangs in Milwaukee, right? Drug gangs,
yes,
things
sir.
like that? All right. If there were
yes, sir.
If there were a federal statute that said anyone carrying an illegal firearm would be tried by the feds, all right, not local, all right, and if found to be carrying an illegal gun, goes 5 years minimum in a federal penitentiary. How long do you think it would take you to break those gangs if you had that law on the books?
A very short period of time. These gangs fear the federal system. They do not fear the local prosecution, right, because they haven't shown that they have the teeth behind anything that they say to get people to change their behavior. And that's what we're talking about here with gang activity. We're talking about lifestyle choices and behavior. And if you want to change behavior, you have to punish it.
You could have investigate people, known gang members. As soon as they walked out of the house, they thought they had a gun on them, they're gone. And that would break the gangs not only in Milwaukee, but all over the United States. And how much crime would vanish if that happened? It's amazing. I'll give you the last word.
A lot, Bill. And I think that's what the heart of the problem is here. Even with the case in Charleston, it's not the gun, it's the behavior. But as a society, we have to send a different message to the criminal element and perpetrator that we're not going to put up with their nonsense, and we're not really doing that right now. In terms of prosecution, society has said enough, but our prosecution has become too lenient.
All right, Sheriff, as always, we appreciate it. Factor tip of the day is surprise.